You are watching the Pan-African Daily TV with Dr. Susan Tatah. The Africa we want: unity, consciousness, our culture, our spirituality, our history. One Africa for Africans worldwide. Motherland's calling its diaspora home. Join my voice. Join my team. Join my campaign. Campaign 21 hashtag 1 million subscribers on the Pan-African Daily TV YouTube. Be a volunteer. Apply now. Be the new Africa. All right, greetings to all of you. Greetings to all of you from wherever you're watching us tonight. Today we wanted to host the show with RAZAC, AWUDU, who is the Africa coordinator for the PLO Lumumba Foundation, but it looks like he's still undergoing so many challenges like what I see here, and we've been waiting for practically more than an hour, and it's not working. I'm so sorry about that, but I didn't want to keep you waiting because a lot of people have been texting me like, when are you coming live? I just decided to show off and to explain to you, and yeah, I don't know why. I think the connection in Ghana is really, really bad. And you see, they're just celebrating how many? 67 years of what Ghana calls independence. To be honest with you, I think Dr. Kwame Nkrumah would really be turning in his grave so bad. Like, this is not actually what I dreamed for or what I'm seeing here right now. Ghana, you need to step up the game. I hear my sister from Ghana also telling me about some issues with water purification in Ghana. I wish I could get her here on the show because she just been texting me. She's so worried, and it's like it's a serious incident. It's not just developmental. Of course, there are developmental issues, but you imagine if you cannot purify water, what you used to use. Now Ghanaians have, I don't know, for whatever reasons, that they can't pay to get that calcium to purify water. So I don't just know what is going on. And to hear this coming out of Ghana, and we don't speak negative on the Pan-African Daily TV, but of course we do have our internal issues that we talk about and we deal about it. Ghana just celebrated 67th anniversary yesterday. 67th anniversary. And that's why I was so keen on having RAZAC on this conversation here tonight, because those are key things apart from just being a coordinator on the PLO Lumumba Foundation, but of course to discuss the impact of the vision of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah and the Africa we have today. To see that the space in between that Africans have not learned and they're not willing to learn. They don't follow their visionaries. They like lies. Like, we don't struggle. We complain that the situation in the country, but we're not learning. We're not struggling. We're not working hard. There are a lot of role models in leadership or whatever thing, but it's not working in Africa, particularly in the countries that had these visionaries, Pan-Africanists, that fought for the independence and liberation of the African. Most of these countries, I mean, it's like, when I hear what is happening in Ghana, I'm like, of course, it's not just that happens in Ghana. We have incredible projects and situations going on in Ghana, but at the end of the day, you're still going to get 60 or 70% that something is not adding up. It's not only they're changing their lifestyle and the way of life. I heard one of my Pan-African youth actually complaining about this new democratic format of partnership and marriages, as you know, coming from the modern West into African countries, and that Ghana just signed a bill on that. These are all things, topics that I would really love to hear what Ghanaians, the youth of Ghana think about it, but of course, the youth of Africa. Because when Ghana is affected, Africa is affected. Because we are one Africa. We are Africans, just born in Ghana, maybe. So I don't know how to say it, but yes, this is what she is saying. They are going to use one drop chemical that has been rejected by the West. Something that has been rejected by the West to treat water. Really, I'm not. I didn't go into researching about this story, and I think we have time to talk about it. I just want to know what is it, because the West too and their own traps is not easy. Why would they reject something that has been working on for all this while? And sometimes when they want to sell new technology, they begin to disengage from the older one. So I think we really have to look at it critically. Thank you so very much, David Wine, my gorgeous, and Sam Yadip, you say rice, African rice. Thank you. The African centric show is right here, and a lot of people here. Please just connect. Even though we're not going to have RAZAC for obvious reasons, like I told you, we regardless, we have a lot to share. And I have a very big surprise. I mean, I got up today, even though we're talking about Ghana, but we just had a very, very big situation coming out of Ghana. Do you know what? Boy, I can really share it, and I'm so happy to share it. So it's not just only that's why we're fighting, we're struggling, we're empowering the youth, we're giving you power to at least change. If you look at what is going on the social media today and what Africans are doing, I don't think that's actually the way we should develop. We're more into some kind of things that don't really benefit us, honestly. But if you look at our surroundings, it's filled with filth. And you ask yourself, young people must not rely on the government to do that. Of course, we do know that the leadership has taken that power away from the young people, because we used to know, we grew up, we cleaned our environment, everything was just cool until the government came now, took it from the locals and begin to give it to contractors and then leave it undone. That's how this government is against their people, and they're so scared of their young people. But you know what I'm going to tell you today, young people? It is your continent. You need to hold everybody accountable, but you can start doing it yourself. You need to start doing it yourself. At least you need to start doing something with yourself. Greetings, Cheryl. Greetings, my queen. I have a very good news for us today. You cannot just believe. Just hang in here. I want, first of all, to pour out, to share my thoughts and what I think about Ghana. And then I will announce the big good news from Ghana, coming out from Ghana to Pan African Daily TV. Okay, so hanging right here, and I'll tell you in a minute what we just received from Ghana, from a Ghanaian organization, of course, and yeah. So I want us to get into serious topics with our young people. And I'm very happy, Queen Cheryl, you're here with me. Reparations, you're here. David Wine, you're here. I mean, there's a lot that we need to teach our young people, but there's also a lot that the young people should take responsibility of. We're not going to sit every day and hear, oh, our leaders are not doing this. Or I want to know what the young people are doing without their leaders. I want to know what young people think. This leadership is not doing this, but we can do it. You can take the power from the leadership and do it. You can literally do it. Creating small businesses and jobs for yourself, that's not the job of the leadership that doesn't have concern about you. Okay? You have to do it for yourself, and you can. One thing I don't get it is what makes it difficult. Even though we say, I mean, like I said sometime here, like, who raised you? Who raised you to be spoon-fed? Who raised you, the African child, to wait for somebody to give you something to do? or to give you, this kind of mentality is what we don't want to hear. We don't want to know about. Look at your surrounding. If you go on Chinese, I've been going on these social media spaces. If you go on Chinese social media space and you look at the images, the videos, the post, the conversations that are having, youth, you'll be shocked, because that's the spirit of China. Creativity, innovation, young people presenting projects, what they are doing. What do we spend our time doing? Oh, I'm putting up a Gucci that is not even made in Africa. Oh, I'm putting on a Louis Vuitton. Oh, I'm riding big cars. Even our diaspora are so infected craziness of not knowing who we are. You go somewhere in the hood, or in the diaspora here, you see Africans, even the African migrants, they're the ones riding the most expensive cars under mortgages upon mortgages upon mortgages. But the person that pays you that check is the one actually having that money. When are we going to get that straight? I mean, I know contrary people are like, oh, we Africans, we have to. That's not my problem. My problem is if you cannot be the one that controls what others buy, and you only just become a buyer. Look at the dumping of made in China on the African market. I mean, before now it was even better. Now that Dubai is opening up and China is opening up, and it's just Africa is just like it's a dumping thing. Our locally made clothes, people are already so inferior to consume it or to wear it. And our own brands, even not only that, the things we sew, this is a sewn in Africa. It must not be the colorful African fabrics, but this is cotton. This is a blouse I bought in Africa. This is a tailor made nice blazer that I bought I bought the material and I gave it, and they made it locally. Doesn't it look beautiful? Do I need to get some brands on it? So we have to get away from this colonial disease of trying to show off something. We have to get off it. And if the young people would just get it, that's why I'm looking for role model of youth that are creative. Doesn't matter how it sounds like. Do something. Just sit for a while. Forget about I must eat in the you go to bars or on the continent, we say, oh, the African continent is so full of life, and this, yes, it is. But what kind of life? What kind of life? Because what I see as life, young people in the bars, drinking, dancing, for me, at some point, it's too much, too loud, and to that, it is not enjoying life. It is just chilling out a pain. It is just trying to solve a problem of a trauma. And you just like, let me just drink myself to death. Let me just eat like I will not live again tomorrow. That's not the Africa we want to build. That's not the spirit that we need to build the Africa that we want. It's like a black thing. Nobody knows how to enjoy more than us. I can tell you that. But what kind of quality of enjoyment? If you look at our young graduates that even had technical skills and stuff, all of them are just riding motorbikes. And when you already reduce your status quo and your standard to do the kind of things that are so mean in the essence of survival, you lose the finesse of being yourself and in the quality of being African. So sometimes when we're talking about this Ubuntu and we're talking about the Africanness, we need to feel that impact of your level of being an African, because we are going to start distinguishing those levels to you. It has nothing to do with money, my people. It has something to do with dignity and pride and quality. The quality that it has something to do with, it's not about trying to impress. Mm-mm. Yes, it's not about trying to impress. It's about you being what you are without trying to impress anybody. just being you. In Europe, in the West, particularly in Germany, the most richest people go on foot or they ride bikes. This is the most richest people. These are the billionaires. I'm telling you, they go on foot or they drive in the trains when they're going to work, because these are people that are already, they think about ecology, they try to come closer to nature to try to preserve the environment. And so if you see a German riding a bicycle or walking on foot, from the eyes of an African, you think, oh, it's because this man is a poor man. But those are the richest people, because they make the durable brands. They make the Mercedes, the Porsches, and everything. They could write anything they want. But why do they choose to live differently? Because it's a conscious mind. So when we're talking about Pan-Africanism, we want to build a quality kind of life for Africans. And believe me, my people, believe me, my children watching me, my genius, right? It has really, literally nothing. I still tell you, it has literally nothing that your bank accounts have to be this before you can live that kind of a quality life. A quality life that you yourself feel proud of yourself. You love your life. You love yourself. Like you look at yourself in the mirror. It's, we, on the contrary, we do that though. We do that, but we're doing it always for other people. That's the problem. That's the challenge that we have to fix. We're going out. That's why we put on brands. We put on brands that are not made by us, because somebody has to see you. Oh, I'm wearing a Gucci. You don't need it. Yes, you can wear it, but you must not. I'm talking about the extremists that, oh, if I'm not like this, I will not be validated. Who do you need validation from? The only person you need validation from is yourself. The only person you need to be validated, that has to validate you, is yourself. If you cannot validate yourself, you're not living, you're just existing. Why? Because you need validation from people. So it's not you. That's why when we talk about African spirituality, it is the self, I don't know, the self-fulfillment that you sit and you just enjoy the person that you are. You enjoy how you see other people enjoy. And so that's why when you are conscious, the pain of the other people is your pain. Because as a matter of fact, you wanted all of you to be at that level where everybody is happy. And truly, Africa, you're blessed with that kind of happiness. But you've just been bamboozled to think that, being happy, you have to impress, you have to validate. You need people to see you too. Like a Me Too product. Me too, are they? Me too, I want me to see me. No, you don't need that, African child. You're already enough. All you just need to know is to be that, get up in that fulfillment space of your life. Be in the space where you love you. When you love you, brands mean nothing. Look at the people that make these brands and sell to you, if they even wear it. That's the whole mess about it. Look at the people that make it, if they even wear. Look at the Zuckerberg, Mark Zuckerberg. I mean, somebody, we realized, we had analyzed this. He has, I don't know whether this guy um, has only one t-shirt, or he just has a lot of them, but in just one. You always see him with a gray t-shirt, just a gray, no name, what we would call. But these are the people that we keep giving our money to them. They trick us to, oh, you have to boost your page, you have to boost so that we can give visibility. And Africans, they keep putting their money there. You see some platforms on social media, they talk about nothing, just maybe share a simple nothing, but you see, oh, 1K, 5K, and you lie to yourself thinking that this is something that you're doing. And so we keep giving those money to boost those platforms, but those people that you are boosting their platform actually don't need, they keep sucking. And we wonder why all the time we are always complaining that something is not right with us, or we don't have our money. No, it's a rat race, what Bob Marley called a rat race, a rat race. Okay? Just chasing something that like something is always missing. You know, when the rat is like, they're always like looking for something like, no, it is not. We need to cool down. African children, the youth of Africa, African elders and seniors and women and men and kingsmen, we need to cool down. We've been bubbling too much. And that's the reason why we don't think, why we don't really take time to assess us. We bubble because it's like we're fighting with a system. Like we want to prove something. Like we want to show these people, me too are they. No, you don't need it. You don't need it. Because when you're just doing that right thing, that thing that comes with a passion, I'm telling you, you grow, you glow with wealth around you. You're surrounded with wealth. I take it, for instance, just me, this me, Dr. Susan Tatah talking to you. If you ask my community in Germany, they will tell you she's the richest woman in Germany. And it's true. Yes. Mhm. Mm. Ask. Because the kind of platforms that I host, who does a platform that brings 5 to 10 to 15,000, 20,000 people? I mean, before COVID, I'm talking about face to face, not this one is live. You can call your zones, people that travel, that fly from Africa and all over the world to be on my platform, Umoja wa Africa Festival. That is when we measure impact. Okay. And so when people see it, they think, I mean, like, not that they think, they know that this woman here is super rich. So riches from an African concept is being fulfilled. It's not the material. I don't have no cars or houses or mortgages or anything. But according to the African concept of riches, I have people. You have people, you have the biggest wealth in the world. Now, why do you think all the social media, oh, I have 1 million followers, I have these followers. And when you have the followers, you're building small nations in the world already. We already told you the world is a global village. What's a global village? You build your own community. Like this is our own community. As a matter of fact, this is a nation that we're building here on Pan African Daily. It's our own nation. We create our own narratives. We share our own stories. It's a whole nation. We share our belief of Pan-Africanism, Ubuntu-ness. We drink water and mind our own business. Those are already our products that is coming from a whole nation that is Pan-African Daily TV. So the world is just, it's now beginning to build into small nations. So if you, an African child, is still waiting for somebody that has to build that nation and get you involved, begin to situate yourself right now, position yourself. That's why this community that we're building here, it's a whole new nation. This nation has a philosophy, Ubuntu-ness. This nation has a slogan, we are Africans. Whether you are on the continent, in the diaspora, in China, or anywhere you are, we are Africans. Begin to position yourself. And there's just a lot to do. When we started this program, sometimes I say, even if an African child picks a leaf, a guayaba leaf, just a guayaba leaf, and package it and sell it. Just try it. Sell anything in this world. Somebody is going to ask you, how much does it cost? Just I'm selling this. I don't know what. Gather leaves, just colorful leaves, and just put it on your platform and say, I sell colorful leaves. Somebody's going to ask you, how much does it cost? How can I get it? Two things. When we talk about big things, that's why I don't like, I like it, but sometimes it's too big for me. Oh, industrialization, industrial revolution, technology, and the African child is always bamboozled with all these things. Maybe it's like something that will happen to Africa that it don't know. There's no such thing that is going to happen. Like it will happen some other time, but it will not happen in your lifetime. The way we want to see it, all these skyscrapers, tarred roads, and stuff like that. No, That's not the way it happens. I know we confuse a lot. The way it happens is just sell something. When you sell something, that's already producing and manufacturing. That's industrialization. That is re-engineering from the African concept. Like I said, gather leaves, colorful leaves. Yeah, in the time of autumn, they sell leaves, colorful leaves. They put leaves together, different colors, and you pick like guayaba leaves, cocoyam leaves, plantain leaves, everything. Put it together, parcel it. Do you know people that have never seen those leaves? They only eat the fruit. They don't even know what the leaves look like. Some people think guayabas come up from the ground or somewhere else. So there are people, everybody in the world, there's somebody always somewhere that wants to buy something. That is what marketing is about. Oh, I have my young executive right here waiting at the backstage. I'll bring you live, Raymond. Just wait. Give me some time. I'll bring you. Buying something, the essence of buying something. And if you look at the economy in Africa, from children to young people to everything, somebody's selling something, selling water, selling, I don't know what, nuts, selling puff puff, selling banana, selling guayaba. Somebody's always selling something somewhere. And sometimes I hate it when we want to put the statistics and the economy of Africa and we begin to talk, oh, the Dancotes, oh, the Dancotes, so what? How many people does it feed in Africa? Go to the local market and see the women selling in the market with their girls and their children, helping them to sell. They feed themselves and they contribute too much money to keep that economy, what the leaders steal and throw out in the windows. Those are the real people. Those are the billionaires of Africa. I don't want anything Forbes telling you, oh, this and that. Always technique and all these technological, I don't know, slogans or whatever, propagandas even. It's very right to say it. Doesn't resonate with the 60% or the 42% that are under 25 years, which is the largest growing sector. And it is even, in the prognosis, it said, this young group that we're talking about is going to triple the population of the world. Mhm. I said it. Go find it out. The population of the African, the growing population of Africa is going to beat the world population. They already said it, particularly Europe. It's going to double the population of Europe. Africa, the continent, is the fastest growing population, the fastest growing. That's the reason I said we'll have to start doing our shows in the dialect. We'll do it in different, in Swahili, in Pidgin, in Wolof, in Zulu language, in Meta, in Bali, in Mogamo. We'll have to break it down because you see, that's the problem. English language itself is a very divisive language. It's how do I want to say? It's a tricky language. Like you heard our young executive said it yesterday. Yeah. There's some words in English, it depends. It can have 20 meanings. But our languages or our own languages, it has just one meaning. You call it that, it is. Those kind of languages are not manipulative. You don't manipulate with. But English was made with a concept to manipulate. That is why you can use it. It means the concept. It means the context. When something says, no, I'm not saying it in this context. So how do you want people to begin to navigate their minds to even understand your context? That's why it's so complicated. The simple art of development works with your local languages because what you say is just what happens. But in this kind of language space of technology and all these jamborees, nothing. And this kind of language that we're using, our young people don't relate to it. Like I said, if we say Africa is the fastest growing economy in the world, and we say Africa is the fastest growing, children under 42% are under 25 years. Come on, give me a break. You need to break these statistics down for a common Africa to even understand what that is. So just the fact that we evolved with these colonial languages makes it so difficult for an African child to digest simple things that they're saying. And that is what we want to start doing with our young people. So we have a project coming up specially for you. It's called Youth in Focus. Youth in Focus is the channel that we're dedicating it to our young people. It is going to be your voice, not me here. I have my own things to do, right? It's going to be you speaking with your own voices and how you think you can bring solutions to yourself. Because I think it's like we keep pampering all the time that we don't think again. That's why we vote wrong leaders. That's why we always look at people to be the way they have to be, or he's having money. And that's why they trick us, give you little crumbs, bags of rice, telling all kind of lies, giving you sardine and bread and everything when they're doing elections. And you're there running in their back, wearing t-shirts and dancing, all kind of juju dance. And in the end of the day, you're always disappointed. Because you give your power to people that are powerless. You put your trust in people that don't have even self-confidence in themselves. People that need your money to be able to control you again. You keep voting them. There's no day that you sit and really ask, but wait a minute. It's like the church. Keep paying and hoping, okay, I have salvation and every other thing. It makes you feel good, but I don't know whether it cures you. Don't really know. It's the same thing with politicians. That's why we say political parties could really be a part of the government agenda and it working together hand in hand, because it's the same thing, selling hope. I hate when elders say, I want to give hope to the young people. We're still going to talk about this. I hate like I sit here and I say, I just want to give you hope. African people, I want to give you hope. African children, I want to give you hope. It's a mess to use that sentence, hope, to give your children hope. It's like you have your children at home and every day you begin to tell them, exactly, Sherry, you cannot purchase salvation. You can't, right? So it is like you have your children and you tell them, no, I'm giving you hope. No, I want to just have hope for tomorrow. You have to be hopeful. I'm just giving you hope. I give my children hope. Please just hear you, listen to you, that parent that is having a child like that. Listen to you, a leader that is saying, I want to give the young people hope. Just put hope as a project. Cheryl, you got it. Put hope as a salvation. Yes. And you'll be sitting and telling, no, I want to give young people hope. Hope. No, please don't even say it. Just say, I want to create jobs for young people. That's very clear. I want to teach young people something. Clear. I want to mentor young people how to know about themselves, how to carry around themselves, how to look at the simple things that they can do and they earn a living and they feel fulfilled about it. I want to teach people, but don't say I want to give people hope. What is hope? And that's why I have a problem with English language a lot. What is really hope? Honestly, translate hope into your dialect doesn't have any meaning. Hope. I don't know hope in Meta. What is hope? It doesn't have it. It doesn't have a translation in my language. It doesn't have it. Hope. I want to give hope. So we have to stop it. That's a trick of the mind of the African. We're giving our children hope. Other countries and civilization are giving their children wealth. And wealth must not be material, fiat currency. Knowledge, power, to stand as a man, as a woman, as a girl, and be confident. To sell anything and you win. To give out anything, just anything. Whether you're entertaining or you're into music or into comedy or what we see now, just be confident about yourself and do it because you can do it. That is what I want to see. I don't want to see people coming or even just coming in. No, 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 no. Oh, Dr. Tata, we love your show. Yes, I know you love my show. It's not a show, it's a conversation. And I also do love you that you find that time. But you know what makes me so fulfilled? Because I'm not giving you hope. I don't want to give you hope. I want to give you something that is real, something that is tangible, something that you possess, that you can hold it so jealously. What is hope that I give to you? When you cannot wake up in the morning and feel like a human being that needs to be respected. So what is my job? Giving you that kind of fake hope? No, I'm not giving anybody hope here. What I do is a mentor. I host guests that give you the knowledge that you need to take and run with it to make your lives better if you need it. Because all what we're doing here on the Pan African Daily, nobody's giving you anything. What we do on the Pan African Daily, we use what you already have in you and rebrand it and give it back to you. I'm African, but I never knew I'm African. And somebody's like, oh, do you know that you're great? Do you know that African is unique? Do you know that do you know that is power? Do you know that is knowledge? Do you know that is competence? Oh, oh really? I didn't know. I never thought about it. Okay, yeah. That's what we do on Pan African Daily TV. We just repackage you and give you a new version of yourself. From the experiences that we've gone through, we package these experiences, my queens here, the audience here, and we just share it back to you. And then you take it and like, oh, no, I didn't even know that I'm bringing Raymond now because it's like he's sleeping. Just be here, even when I get back to you, you know, these are my young executive right here. These are the champions that we're building. And he's going to tell you the story how he went to his village in Ghana and something miraculous. You see, he's putting on now the coronation that they made him in Ghana because he needed only one advice. And that advice was given just in a small thing. But he didn't throw it away. He went there and he came back being coronated, chosen the village elder to empower other young people. He showed his small project, his YouTube channel that he has, and he's doing it. And the kings were so happy. They prayed for him, they blessed him. And even the political leader in his village now calls him and asks for advice and wants him to be the model. This is what we're talking about. Raymond, you can go ahead and yes. Am I just playing with words here, or you want to share that experience?
Hello, good evening, everyone. I hope you can hear me.
Everybody hears you. You're sitting so
Wow.
majestically and happy 67 birthday to you people. Before you tell me what the birthday you're celebrating, go ahead. Everyone is
Yeah,
here.
yesterday we celebrate 67 years independence, Ghana. It was really beautiful. Yeah, but still, we are not really happy much because despite we had independence, but we haven't seen anything. We are not economically independent, just a political independence. But definitely, we hope that surely we will surely get a full independence as Kwame Nkrumah, which it will surely come to pass.
What do you mean you don't have economic independence?
Well, the state of our economy now is not good, and then, especially Africa as a whole, when we make a decision, we can, we are, Ghana is a sovereign country, but we can't make a decision on our own. And, the America or the US, like people from the West, have to dictate for us what to do and all that. Even when we make law on our own, they have a say. When we are having our election, We did need the representatives from the European Unions and all that, and they also have their saying. So if that be the case, then we are not totally free. We have to make a decision on our own. We have to decide what to do on our own. But it's not really like that. And we are still using a colonial language as an official language here in Ghana. Is that total independence when we still use a colonial master's language?
But you went to the village, you were not speaking it.
No, 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 no.
That's the trick right there.
Yeah. I was so much thankful to go back to my roots. Actually, I was born in the Volta region, and I'm from the Volta region, but I don't really know my village where I come from. So last year, through the death of my father, I got opportunity to go to my hometown. The reason why I didn't go there because in Ghana about our hometown, there is a misconception that, especially if you grow up in Accra or those that live in America when they leave the country, how to come back to your home or how to where to like if you want to come back to your roots, then there's a kind of misconception that uh, when you go, they will kill you. Your village elders, they will kill you. So don't go there. Don't do anything there. So we grow up, we don't know who we are. We don't know our hometown. Some cannot even speak our local dialect. This is how it is. But when I go, I realized everything was different. My thoughts, how I thought the place would be, it is so different. And I got the opportunity to meet the king. And when I introduced myself, I mentioned my signing, not knowing the king is my direct grandfather. I didn't even know that I'm from a royal family at all. Until that, I got to know who I am. And when I told my story and I shared my idea with the king, and he was so much impressed to the extent that he said the town belonged to me, the people belong to me. So we should what? Go ahead and change the narrative and then mentor and teach the youth. And I was so much grateful. Coming 19th of this month, we are having a festival. And I was selected. I'm the one in charge of the media. All the media stations that will come there, I'm the one who give them accreditations. And then I'm also choosing as the external executives of the developmental projects in my hometown. So I have to work with the MPs and the DC over there. And I was so surprised. I couldn't believe this is me. And I realized that when you told us to reconnect back to our roots, and I have now realized. And when I go there too, in fact, I see problems and solutions. I've seen the people, I've seen the kids, and I feel so passionate because whenever I saw the kids, I felt that I was once like that before. So what can I do to change these narratives? Surely, it's good for us to go back to our roots because that is what will make you know who really you are. It has made me a changed person now.
This is very important. This is interesting. Like you were born on the continent. You don't
Yeah,
even know your roots on the
yeah,
continent. That's the
yeah,
difference because when we talking about and the diaspora is like we're looking for our roots. So can you imagine you born on the continent and you didn't even go to your village, you didn't even know that you come from a royal family,
yeah,
and imagine somebody in the diaspora that was enslaved generations, and he knows that his forefathers and his roots are in Africa, and he begin to trace them. Just imagine how that process looks like.
yeah. It is because the thing is there is a misconception that when you go back to your village, your uncles there they are going to kill you. You can't do anything over there. This is how it is, and like they have demonized everything. But I when I went there, it is not like that at all. They are good people. They are friendly, and they are really happy that I have come back to my roots, to seek who really I am. I haven't met my grandfather before, but they show me my grandfather's house. I look at the house. I can just imagine my grandfather. I can feel his image. Like I can feel him right inside me. See? And when I was walking around, I feel like, hey, so my great grandfather have passed through this place before. When anything that I see, so my great grandfather have seen this before. How is it like? It let me think so deep. It's really good.
I'm proud of you. Actually, the story is Raymond reached out to me and he wanted to come on the show and talk about a topic that is affecting young people in Ghana. And he said, Queen Mother, there's something really going on in Ghana. I would like to come on the show and educate people about it. And I said, yes. But on that topic, educating people will not help you. Go back to your roots, to your village, and you begin to connect and build that kind of, um, that kind of teaching there from the roots, and automatically, and that's what took him to the village. Like I said, he listened, he went, and he came back. He was like, wow, that you just did it. Now I'm a different person. You see, Raymond, is that simple or not? It's very simple. Do
It's
you
really
think do you think most of our problems is because let me just say, like, the young people or any other people is not listening? Like, they don't listen and they don't try to do it?
yeah. I think we don't listen, and then the reason why, because when we grow up, this is what we heard. When you go to your hometown, your uncles there, they are going to kill you. You can't do anything over there. You will die. Through these mindsets, so that make us we don't really want to go back to our roots. I've known a lot of people who travel, who went to America and they don't want to come back to Ghana because they are afraid of your own family. People do properties, but they hide it. You see, it is good to go back to your roots, because I quite remember some time ago my friend got sick, very sick. He sent him to hospital. Still the situation become getting worse, and then the doctor was like, they need to send him to a herbalist, and then they send him to his hometown. And when they go to their hometown, they didn't even give him any medicine, but he was healed. And we were so shocked. How did that happen? It was like they just cook for him to eat, and he just walk around the village, just feel the breathe, and that's all. He got healed. You see, so it's good. It's really good for us to connect back to our roots, because this is who you are. You can't take it. You can't cut it away. It is not you who make it. This is your nature. You will not choose to born in a certain family or this family. No, it is the maker decision. So why would you want to fight with it? No matter how, it's just like if they say your mother is mad, and because of that you don't want to get close to your mother. No, no, even if she is mad, you have to get close to it. You have to get close to her. You know, there is an idiom in my language said, it means you can't use your left hand to show your hometown road. No matter how dirty your hometown is, you will never use your left hand side to point. You see. So no matter how it is, no matter how negative things you hear, go and see for yourself, and you will come and thank us later. Because when I go
Wonderful.
there, I meet with the elders, the paramount chief. I was really happy, and I really get opportunity to meet the DCE. I just went to the DCE's office, and the secretary asked me, "Did I book an appointment?" And I said, no. He asked me, who are you? I just mentioned my signing. He was like, oh, come, 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 come. And I could see that DCA free. You see? All the doors just opened for me when I was there. See? And my grandfather let me know that I'm a royal. So whenever I am, I have to go and show that I'm a royal. That is why I put this in my neck wherever I go. Because in our tradition, if you are a royal, this is how you dressed. And people don't understand. See, we need to embrace our culture. This is who we are. We can't take that fact. See, and I think this is what make we Africans we are suffering because we don't know who we are. We are lost. We threw away our culture. We threw away our identity. See, so it's just like a tree without a root. How can we survive? Our spirituality, everything is being cut off. We are lost. So it's good for us to connect back to our roots. And this is who we are. That is our pride and that is our heritage. We need to be so proud. We need to walk majestically, you know, wear our traditional dress and our names. We need to feel so proud of who we are. Because when you are wearing suits, Gucci, those things, you are not helping your economy at all. Because you buy a coat that has been sold in France, it didn't help your country economy. Buy African wear, something that is made in your country or in Africa. Then what? You are helping boost your country economy. See? So we have to start changing our mindset. We need to work on ourselves. We need to discover ourselves. And through that, you know who we are. And if you know who we are, then you can know where you are heading to.
Wow, good. Do you remember the day I called you and I sent you to do an errand to go
Yes.
locate a place and stuff? Um, I just wanted to share that with the audience. Um, what did I send to you to do in Ghana, and you went and brought me the results? What?
It's a travel and tour agent. They were having a program in Dubai, and you send me to go and check their office. Yeah, go there.
Wonderful. Yes. So there is this organization in Dubai that actually um, um, I mean, not they didn't they started it in a very funny way, and I doubted every single thing because, like I said, we have to check ourselves, we have to prove who they are. But they gave us an award. They gave me an award as the most innovative speaker, global speaker for 2022 and 2023. It's a noble and a prestigious award that has been awarded to Africa's or the world's most powerful women. And even the next people that they're anticipating on that award is, like Sister Oprah Winfrey and Kamala Harris and stuff like that. So when I saw the kind of names that were on that award and that they awarded me, I mean, it's a nice. I like to get a award. I'm thankful to have it, but I'm not really in the state of getting something that I don't know where it comes from and who is giving me. That's why I sent to you to actually go and find out, does these people even exist and who are really they? Because I actually asked them, how did they come to select me? How did they reach us? They said, who doesn't know Pan African Daily TV and the work that you do? So it was so amazing to get that kind of awareness and that our work is reaching out to the wider, biggest audience. And now we've just been made the most innovative speaker. I mean, I have to share it with you because today was the award day, and this award was taking place in Dubai, yeah, in the United Emirates, and yeah, and we actually won the award. And it was very important, actually, like I said, for me to send you, and you went there and you saw it. So this is the award here. I don't know whether people can see it, and it's written there, Global She Achievers. The award is called the Global She Achievers, and Dr. Susan Tatah, founder, the Africa We Want, Pan African Daily, most innovative speaker in socioeconomic development in Africa.
Wow.
So we had this prestigious award today, and here, that's the certificate, proudly presented to me, of course, I to us, you know, and we had a representative from our young executive who is a CEO of that brother Jawe, that actually went and collected that award on my behalf. And so I want to use actually this medium to thank all of us right here, because I mean, getting an award is an appreciation of the work and the impact that you create that changes a lot. And sometimes when we do this work, we really don't truly know how we represent the impact that it causes. And we begin to think that it's just a normal thing. No, it's not a normal thing. It's a big thing. That's the arena. That's him receiving our award, and that's my image on the Hall of Fame there. And apparently, he would come live on the show to present the award and tell us how it went. But it was something like the most powerful women, the most powerful women that are sitting on this planet and doing this kind of development, and like the president of WTO, Honorable Ngozi Okonjo. It's an honorary award. The president of Tanzania, Mama Suluhu, is an honorary awardee of the She Award. So when I saw it, I was like, wow, I have to bring this a message to you. It happened this morning, the whole ceremony. I only could participate on Zoom. Of course, I should have gone there, but I said, why? My executives are there, our youths are there, our representatives are there. They can get that honor to go get that award because all of us deserve it. All of us have worked for it. All of us are really proud of it. I mean, I have a lot of awards that I have, but this is just coming from, and most of them I really don't pay attention to them because I just feel I'm doing my work, and it's very okay to serve my people without giving anything to award. But when you have, they insisted because I backed up on it. I was like, it's okay. I'm very grateful and thankful that you could give me an award. But you know what? It is it is what it is. I'm just doing my work to go. And they said, no, you deserve it, Dr. Tata. You deserve it more than any other thing that is happening because the youth and the young people are following, they're changing in just this years. They see a lot of difference, even the way people talk about Pan African Daily and us. So I just thought I bring it to us and I share it as it was posted to me. This is our brother. She's going to come. He will come live on the show. I don't know when, maybe next week. Because right now they are at the gala party right there in UAE, and yeah, to share with us actually what happened. Thank you very much, Reparation. Thank you to all of us. But I think it is our own. It is our award. That's why I'm bringing it to us. Without us being here, who would have been interviewing, or who would have been talking, or who would have been listening? So it's a very big thing, and I'm very, very happy, and we would share it. But it's also because we were planning to get our to award our community, Pan Africans that are doing massive work in their community. So and I think they love that initiative, and then they came back to us and like, you see, you know even though you are our speaker and all that. And I asked, how did the process go? Who nominated me? Like I asked, I had to call up a Zoom meeting with them because honestly, like I said, I'm not impressed too much if I don't know the background of anything. Like I know we are all the powerful women and men on this continent. So for somebody telling me, it's just reminding me, it was not something that I like. I know already that we're leading this world, whether they're giving us awards or they're not giving us. But but to come from us, to come from us, like somebody gives it to you, it's a huge honor. And I think it is what really being thankful to you. That's why I bring it to you to present it to you because it's your award. Okay. And yeah, we're going to continue with a lot of things with it because it comes from your community there in Ghana. And I called you and said, go to this office and find out who are these people, what did they do? And you told me yes, they are awarding and they that. Okay. So that's a very nice thing. Thank you. I know it's deserving to all of us. It is. I just wish we could be in a hall now and celebrate. And I cook for all of you, 5,000 people, and feed you, not with two loaves of bread and fishes, right? I cook real fufu, banku,
Ah, ah,
and all of
that's
us eat
language.
5,000. And I'll do it one day. Trust me on that. Even only this year in Germany at the Omoja Africa Fair, I'm going to feed 10,000 people. Yes. And we can do it. It's easy to do it. So thank you very much, bro. And I want to thank you again too, you know, for being there. So the Youth in Focus is coming, and you are on that project. It's a Pan-African Daily TV series where you sit, analyze conversations that have been hosted on the Pan-African Daily. How excited are you actually about it?
Yeah, actually, it's good news, and because it's a very big, it's an opportunity to me, and then also, I I also get to learn a lot of things because we are going to learn, and whatever we learn, we share. So, in fact, I'm very very happy for this platform. I'm so happy.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and I
Wonderful. We are
really
all
want to
happy too.
Eugene, Marcia, and Brother Paul. They are really doing a great job.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all your good wishes. And yes, we need it. We love it, and it's our thing. So good. I think we're rounding up because actually, as you see, this is Raymond. Raymond is on our young executive, and Raymond is, of course, and Raymond is actually a member. We started the Pan African Daily also, and these are youths that we mentored them. We even had classes teaching them, and immediately the things that we thought they just started it. So Raymond has a YouTube channel also that he started, and that's why you see the media in his village. He's going to be the media person in his village for everything that he has learned, and he has implemented it. He did not think, he did not doubt, he just did it. And that's what we want to do with our African youths. Just not only listen, but do it. Trust it. Just trust the process. Trust what we tell you to do. If we tell you go do, just go and do it. And it's going to work amazingly. You will not believe it, what you're doing. So, Raymond, we're happy to have you here. And I mean, people know what's your channel? Travelite or what?
Do mess up traveling, so
Meso Travel Agency. That is Raymond's channel. I wish I could share it here because I really have. Um, Tell him, write it again. Dumezo.
yeah, do measure. D
O
O
M. Mhm.
Mezor. Travel.
Okay. Travel
Yes,
and
please.
what? And tours? Just
Yeah,
like that.
travel and GH.
Travel and tours. Ghana, right?
Yes,
I see
please.
you
Yes.
always put GH, Ghana. You put it here. So check his YouTube channel up. and he also does interviews, go to the slave dungeons and walk visitors or explorers into it. But this is a Pan-African brand, so we're calling on all our Pan-Africanists. I mean, he's already a big man. He's a royal now. Did you even know? And he's going to be the one to issue even accreditation. That's exactly what we say. If we can empower our young people to take up such responsibilities and such, empowering moves on the continent and in their communities, I don't know how much we can be thankful again to us. So if you're traveling to Ghana, right, make sure you're going to be there. Um, Eugene, you know that we're having a cultural and historical tour with Professor James Small in Ghana in July. I'll give you the date. Yes. So you definitely would be also a reporter on that tour. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's good. Thank you. Thank you. Is there anything you want to share again with your audience? Like, just tell us a little bit about your tours somehow.
All right. So my thought, Dumeso. Dumeso means this is town. Welcome back to, like, welcome home. So it's also a form of what, welcoming um, my guests. That this is your home, so welcome back home. So I just want to use this opportunity, to change the narratives, and then also our brothers and sisters that are in diaspora, that if they want to come back to Africa, I can take them on a tour, tell them history, show them their roots, who they are as an Africans. Yeah, so that is what we do. And then if you want to do any project, anything you want to do over here in Ghana, we can help you out. Because we don't want you to come to your home and be a tourist. No. We have to come and make it a home. Yes.
Wonderful. You see, Brother Dave, just subscribe. I wish all of you subscribe. Me, I subscribed from day one. So it's our product, and we're so proud of him. And we're going to see a lot of them coming up. We have Eugene, we have all the young executives, because what we do is we don't just want them to be young executives here. We want them to create their own platforms. And everything that we do here, they distribute, of course, but also you know begin to preach the messages in their own communities, and also, why not, as a source of income. Digital as platforms are actually coming up in every format now. You see everybody has his own TV, and they build their own nation like we're doing here, put their slogans out there. So but you see, we trust our own that we train. We trust the ones that we mentor. We trust um, um, uh, Raymond, because he is one of us. He's a child that we train and we raise and we supported. I know a lot of queens here that actually supported him as well, and gave him a startup to do what he's doing. And so that's just what we do on the Pan African Daily, without showing off, without validating anything, without saying, "Oh, we did this," or people seeing us trying to feed some hungry children and take pictures. Oh my God, what a disgrace! What a mess! No, we don't do that. Okay. So we just empower our young people, they empower themselves, and they begin to spread that kind of empowerment. So we look forward. I mean, I can't wait to go to Ghana and be taught and guided by my own youth, and I put money in his pocket. So I think that's what we need to do. How we connect. Yes, another young lion. You can say that. You can say that. Alliance are going to be everywhere. I mean, watch out on the continent of Africa. Give us just some time. When you put your legs on that continent, you know that you're there. So we're so proud of them. They do their work. They're consequential. Like today, I didn't have RAZAC, and I just posted, Marshall, thank you. Marshall Lawrence is their supervisor. I just posted in there to Lawrence. I said, can I have my youth executive? And pop minute, he was already there, always ready, because that's how we teach them. We teach them to get ready at any time. At any time, we teach them. We just tell them, go ahead. So they're always ready. Even we have Brother Joel, also from South Africa. He was also here. I think his channel is the Afrocentric Show. We don't know whether he has a YouTube channel now, but we will tell you, because these are breakups of junior channels of Pan African Daily TV that we are building and all that. So yes, so we are going to move on with another with an in another way. So watch us. You will not stand it. You will not be able to stand up. So thank you so very much, Raymond, and I look
Thank
forward
you.
to. Yes, I think you start your program as from next week, your Youth in Focus, and we'll be here first to share that with you, and so people can join you and your peers too. Thank you so very much. Okay.
Thank
Hmm.
you. Thanks for the and the listeners.
Thank you too. I do appreciate your business as well. So good
And I want
night.
to say
Yeah.
shout out
Yeah.
to Sister Sanovia, Madam Cheryl, and the senior executives, or Madam Venamaya Bentley, all of them, for their great work that they are doing.
Absolute. Yes. Good. I mean, we already gave you a lot, like we win you off at the breast. So you can go on your own and do it. Like all of you are winner, right? So yes, they are watching you, they hear you, they see you. So thank you very much too. Blessings and peace to you. So
All right.
greetings, my royal. Okay. Yes, we see us very soon. Thank you. Good night. So I'll be leaving you too. I think we shared what we were supposed to do tonight, and I'm not quite sure if tomorrow will be live because we have a session tomorrow. Saturday I'll be traveling. You will know it. When I arrive, you will know. And Sunday, I'll be on the continent, and yeah, and we'll take the rest from there. Like I told you, you already know. 60% of our time we're spending on the continent, going around trying to put our ears on the ground first. The most important thing when we go, we first of all feel the youth and the situation on the ground. We don't want to speak much of what is going. We just want to put what we're doing. And as you know, we're media. Let's not get that wrong. We are a media, and a media means we actually are changing. Media is information and education. So you know, now, of course, entertainment can comes and come in at every time, but it's still part of the education. Whatever product we present to you, the background of that product is always solidarity and unity and the mindset and the consciousness education of the African. So if somebody asks you what is Pan African Daily TV, because it has a TV, everybody thinks, oh, we're just here to read news and report on things. No, we do our own research. And so we do consciousness education. It's as simple as that. You say we do consciousness education, like telling our stories by ourselves. So it's a big thing that we're doing, and I'm really, really fulfilled by the engagement that we're doing. So thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Kofi. Thank you, Revolutionary. Thank you, Reparations. Thank you to Hope Mutezi. He said, that's a very excellent show today. Yes. And we're looking for all of you to come on board. We're also going to get a lot of young women that are coming on board, the Patrina Shindis, but also other young women. We need our girls to loosen up. Okay. Loosen up. You have to be the one to speak. You are the mothers, and the mother mind belongs to you. Though we have also our kings and men that have the mother mind also. Remember, we are one, oneness, one. Mhm. So we're really happy, and we're happy to be with you. So, yeah, just watch out for our programs, and please, I hope you're subscribing to the link tree, all the channels. Hmm. They're coming off so powerfully. Thank you. I see everyone. Most of you are just doing the right thing. Continue. Don't sign up on one. Just on all. Just subscribe on all. Okay, and we will start it. I know when I'll be on the continent, we will not be talking about it anymore, because the continent have the people, and the people subscribe at any minute, at any time. We just need to, yeah. So I'll be hanging around. Probably, I really want to visit my people that were wiped out by this fire in the market that I introduced to you last time. It was last 2 weeks ago. Bamenda market was burned down, and it affected a lot of women, particularly single women and mothers. And that has been very painful. That's actually what made me sick. Mhm. And I feel just being there with them and just understanding them, it's really the right thing to do. So most often we be on the ground and be around our people and wherever they are. It's not only in Bamenda, it's also around the continent. So you'll be hearing a lot from us live from the continent in the coming and but of course we'll still come back shortly because we have the gathering in Germany to do in June. So yes, we'll be hanging around for so many, many good things coming our way. But I like the spirit. The spirit is just a balance right now. The atmosphere, people are still a little bit tense, but they're not tense on the continent like they're out here. So a lot is still going to fall, and all of lies is still going to collapse. Yeah. hmm And giving way to the balance that we need to breathe. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I don't know who's saying something here. Let me just get this feedback. Yesterday, I really felt the power of the African youth. The future is ours. Of course, it is yours. It is yours, reparation. I tell you all the time. Hmm? It's very nice that we teach our children, our youth, young people, how to connect, how to get together, build families, married, build beautiful children, and enjoy life, enjoy one another, and understand the meaning of what it means to get married, to be in a relationship. These are all things that the African child has never been. That just grow with it. Sorry, but because of the influence of other civilizations, we need to actually, redirect them on track. And I think we're doing so much well. Thank you from Jamaica. You're late, Mark. Where were you, Mr. Campbell? You're just coming in now like greetings from Jamaica. Where were you? Didn't you know that we were here a long time ago? Yeah, man. Didn't you know? Anyway, thank you so very much for joining. Greetings and love to your people out there. So, yes, we'll keep in touch with you. Definitely, we will see ourselves tomorrow. Just keep out. I love it. I didn't share any communication, but you were just there. Those that are ready, like this, when the teacher is ready, the students will come. Yeah. So that's good. Thank you. All right. You were working. Thank you so very much, Mark. Thank you. You were working, but you still had time to connect. That's a good spirit. Thank you so very much. Okay. Thank you, Queen Cheryl. That's how we pamper ourselves. Like you tap my back, I tap you. What you just did now, Cheryl, is like the hawk that we did hawk ourselves in New York. You remember? I still have that. Still feel that hawk is there. Mm? Yeah. So like that. Thank you, your dedication and hard work towards unification. Yes, of course, that hawk is big than any other thing. So we need to also appreciate ourselves and thank one another, even though we're doing things, for such a thing. I need it too. You need it. So that's the spirit of, accommodating one another. Is very good, very respectful. Bamenda market women. Now you know it. Reparations. You never forget it. Okay. Yeah, the Bamenda market will always happen in a market where our women are. The backbone of Africa's economy is how women in the market. Visit, don't go to Africa without visiting an African market. And it's the same thing. Even if you go to Jamaica, you go everywhere that our people are, go to the local market. But particularly on the continent, go to the local market and see the kind of transaction, the kind of business that is changing hand, how money is changing pockets and hand, and come and tell me about AFCON, Africa Continental Free Trade Area, and people there. That's the biggest thing that happened to Africa. No, there always was the biggest thing that happened to Africa, and that biggest thing is happening right down there in our market. When you visit Africa, go to the local market, go and do your clothes there. You will stand there and they will sew you a beautiful, jacket or anything that you want. You just go to take your measurement and you stand there and they do it. I don't know any fastest productivity line or production industry like the African market women and men. Only clothing making. But here you go, or you order, they put it in the shop and then they put a label just because they repackage it and you begin to think that your own are local. You are designers. Or because when they say designers on a catwalk and then you say, no, they are tellers. You see, that's what I told you. English language is very tricky. Hmm? In our dialect, we'll say a woman that makes clothes. They call her tangua. Tangua or tangua means so and so clothes. They hear designer, tailor. So a tailor is more like a local woman just doing clothes. But you wear the clothes, you feel comfortable. It's beautiful. It's super tall. So who can tell you what? Who can tell you what? Our market women, they are the boss. They're the boss. Go and see them carrying their children on their back. And they manage the economy. They're the backbone of Africa's economy. Let nobody lie you. Because they are majority. They're the one feeding. They are not only in the market, they are on the farms. They farm the produce that they bring to the market. God, I don't know what kind of power you want again, Africa. Because our problem is just wanting someone to validate you. You don't need no validation. Yes, we need to hear from young fashion designers. You hear from them. I'm going to the continent. I'll visit their shops and we'll go live and you see the way they do it. Here you go to a braided shop, it's just one here or one in that corner, and then the way they package it, and then you begin to say it's Europe. You go to Bamenda Market, that's why I want to go there and visit those women. It's a whole industry of braiders, about 200. Each one just sitting in their one meter. They just rent the space there, and people standing in the line, and you can get all kind of braids. They're not only braiding, they're dancing for you, they're cajoling you, they know how to pamper you and sweet mock you. Oh my God, you're beautiful. Oh, this is my sister from, particularly you that are coming from the diaspora. They give you everything, give you a beautiful look, and it's so cheap. The kind of hard labor and work. These women stand up like for 12 hours a day with babies on their backs. And you come and tell me that an African woman needs empowerment? Come on, go empower yourself. You don't need no empowerment. You already were empowered thousands of years ago. And my friend, my junior here, Reparations, is coming out with 54 products. 54. He calls it Product 54 for 54 African countries. She's going to be coming here. Yes. That's so powerful. The market women, come on. I told you one time that it was never even the African kid, the Zulu, Chaka Zulu, the people that beat the colonialists from Africa were the market women. Let them not rally against you. You're gone. Let them not form that kind of army. Sherry, remember our 1 million women. Let them not rally against you. You will not believe it. So we have more, but we have to be on the ground now to touch the little things and sell and make money, happy money. Because our money must not be that big, like you see, Raymond. It's just a small things that keep us rolling and happy and fulfilled. Don't go morning, come back in the night, you're tired, you don't see your children, you don't see it. In African economy, they do it together. That's it. And they learn the word. The other civilization, and they call it group economy. And I laughed. And so we started with family economy. When my mother would, and my siblings, from the eldest to the youngest, and all of us went to the farm and we work on the farm. And the market days, we went to the market and you could see division of labor. The ones that are taking care of the house, the one that would go to the market, the ones that would stay with the younger ones. Come on. Who wants to tell you what? How should they put that one into power? So when I hear seminars in small rooms, oh, we're talking about women empowerment, I say, come on, you never would see me at such crazy things. Go to the market and see women and see the empowerment that you want to see. Because those that are always saying we have to empower women is because they themselves are not empowered. They don't even know themselves. And they keep doing small seminars in a small hall, and people will dress up and come and empower. Go to the farms, go to the villages, go to the market. You see what power means. Women that are tilling farms without machines. So you can divide the word empower. Just take power and just put em away, and you would see what empowerment is. You would live it, you feel it, you see the power in the African mother that is older than you, even. That's how we are. That's the strength. And I don't want to hear any people telling me about, oh, we have to, African needs empowerment, Africa needs to empower its women. Those are just not things I want to hear, for God's sake. Because we are so empowered. We were a long time. Everything that anyone learns was us. Go to the marketplace on the continent. You see what empowerment is. You know the power of the African market woman. Just go. Come and sit here and be telling us simple one step to go. You see, everybody's just the right cars to go to work and get paid jobs and this and that. Everybody complaining. Powerful. And they do it and they still find time and they enjoy life. Come and see them in their group meetings with no education, never went to school, no certificate, and they manage budgets like crazy. They know how to rule themselves. Everything. They know they save, they know about saving, they know about everything before you came with your so-called banking system and that. Only coming to take your own money and somebody will be selling it and giving you that. They knew how to do everything. They banked everything. We used to trade with cowries and gold and diamond. It's not paper. Who keep fooling us all the time? I know we can sit here the whole day and these stories will never stop, but it's what it's just what it is. It's just the truth. So if you still wait for somebody to empower you, and the person even coming to say, I want to empower you, we have another kind of empowerment that we do. You see our slogan also, we put empowerment. Empowerment, we're not saying women empowerment or youth empowerment. Empowerment is like taking what you have, rebrand it, and give it back to you. Give you your power. So we package the power that you never knew you had it, and we sell it back to you, and you get the power. Meet them, reparations, tell them now you're on the continent. You can say it. If you meet a market woman that eats more banku, you will understand. Thank you, Papa Cheesy, the 1212 King, Amora. Yeah, you know it. I shared a post today about the African warriors and the women who beat out. They package your story and make you look weak, and then tell you again that you need empowerment, and then tell you again that you are the less privileged, and then tell you again that you are the marginalized, and then the worst thing, they even tell you again that you are the weaker sex who needs protection. Always telling you, no, you need protection. No, we need to protect our women. We need to protect our single women, even single men too. Nobody talks about them. We need to protect our this. No, you have your power and they know it. But somebody's just trying to play with the game of words to reduce you, because if you explode, game over. And they're exploding. And do you think these market women worry? They don't care about whatever thing you say about them. Whether you tell them they're kitchen women, tell them they're primitive women, or you tell them that these are the mothers that raised us to what we are today, and we cannot make a step in the middle of what they all achieve. None of them is owing the bank for any mortgage. None of them. All the houses in the villages are owned by our parents. They did not take no credit from the bank to build it. They gathered together, build one house to the other, and like that. They have their land and they farm their land and they eat from it and they live in the nature. No disturbances. You hear only birds. All these things today that we go and pay money every day. We're going for how do they call it? Meditation center. In Africa, in the villages, it's just as normal as anything. Because you hear the birds, you hear the rivers, you hear everything in a very quiet environment, all in nature. What kind of paradise are you looking for again? Yeah, so we have to take the junk out of us. When you go to Africa, go to the river and be bathed. Let them bath you in the river and detox you. I was talking with a friend of mine today, Kwame. Kwame said, I said, Kwame, you need to go to Sierra Leone and be bathed. And Kwame said, oh, I hope when I enter that river, the fishes will die because of the toxic brain. Need to go and be washed. Kofi, you need to go to Africa. You need to go to Ghana. You need a lot of that. I'm telling you right here. Yep. You need to go and get washed in the river of your ancestors. Of course, I'm drinking my water. See, I've been drinking. This is almost the fourth glass. Okay. Exactly. So there's no chronic diseases because of this choices of bills. Yes. Mm. That's what we need to go detox it. Just be us. Okay. Yeah, 1 million. If 1 million men can march in Washington, D.C., we can do a million women or billion mothers. It's our turn. Sure, it has. Can you imagine that? We will not be marching because we want to fight anybody. We just be enjoying it and celebrating. Marching the way we used to do. Okay. Okay, people, I think I want to leave you go, and I know you want to leave me go too. So let's make it a date tomorrow. I think you two will come on live. Like I said, weekend I'll be evolving, and you hear from me from the continent. Okay, just a very few days. So take care of yourself. Like I say again, thank you for our award. You missed it, Synovia. We've just been given an award. Okay, those are award. Global She Achiever. Okay. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so very much. That we are most innovative speaker in socio development economy. Powerful Pan African Daily TV. We enjoyed everything. We enjoy everything here. Sure, Kofi. I'd already told you, me and Papa James were coming, Professor James, we're coming to the Ghana tour in July. We're starting from Egypt. I'll be sharing information on that for those that actually want to follow, buy their tickets and follow us on this pilgrimage. It is powerful. We go to Egypt, we go to Ghana. Excursions, learning, a lot to discover. We love you too. We love you. I love you, Campbell. Greetings to my people. Akwaba, yes. So we're going to do. So I'll be seeing reparations. I'll be seeing everybody. Indigo, are you coming with us? Mm. Who needs this? Mm. Yep. What are you apologizing for? You were enjoying your life. Queen Indigo, you were enjoying and having fun somewhere on our behalf, but you cheated our time because you took away our space. But at least you're here now, so it's okay. We had our award for all of us. We celebrated already, but we'll have to make fufu for everybody to eat, and no problem. Bonsoir, madame. Oui. Bonsoir, Monsieur Marshall. Thank you. That's a very powerful one. That's our youth supervisor, Marshall Lawrence, doing a very, very great work. And he bothers me like, oh my God. Like you cannot even just have a Marshall will be telling you what you need to do. That's a real commander right there. I mean, he doesn't play, he doesn't mess up with the youth. They don't mess up with him. You have to do it, right? He's very, very consequential. Thank you very much, bro Marshall. Asante sana. Peace, love, and blessings, Queen. Thank you to all of you too. And we see ourselves tomorrow and again and again and again. So good night. Bye-bye. You are watching the Pan-African Daily TV with Dr. Susan Tatah. The Africa we want. Unity, consciousness, our culture, our spirituality, our history. One Africa for Africans worldwide. Motherlands calling its diaspora home. Join my voice. Join my team. Join my campaign. Campaign 21 hashtag 1 million subscribers on the Pan-African Daily TV YouTube. Be a volunteer. Apply now. Be the new Africa.